and the edge of her.
Oh, it's also glitching on me.
Other way.
What was that?
Again, you see me at the edge of the frame, and there's a big gap here.
Try to turn it.
A little bit more. A little more. We're both more centered there.
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning, Charlie. All right. Good morning. Good morning, Rusty.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, Cubbo.
Hi, Dad.
We closed down the. We were all like ready, and then all of a sudden, boom.
We've been sitting here waiting for 40 minutes.
I know that doesn't happen. So I got the cooker running, the leather kettle running. It says about 3.25 at the dome, so 275-ish.
Reach back up. I can't. I'm a little too short.
Morning, dude.
It's a goblet.
Thank you.
So I got the cooker running about 275 at the grate level. I'm running a little bit slower because I want it to last a little bit longer. We want to be able to run about 30 minutes into the live. And so anyway, morning, Cub. Morning, Rusty.
Good morning, sir.
We've got a few people in the house. So yeah.
Taste.
Oh yes. So
Taste.
so
That was
we
a
were
little too hard to say.
we were at the auction last night. Yeah, surprise. And look at our special guest. Pop in there, say hi.
I did, but just saw me back.
So
Okay, now I'm doing the taste.
So anyway, we were at the auction last night, surprise. And Cub found a couple things. She said we'd tried them before, but I don't remember.
I don't remember them.
Imagine that.
We tried the Mountain Dew. We haven't tried the Mountain Energy. Me and Dad have.
So, Cub, show us what you got.
Okay,
And
one, please. Okay, this is Mountain Dew Energy Strawberry Melon Soap.
yeah.
It's equal to approximately 2 cups of coffee. It's 0 hours sugar. It's 25 calories, 4 total sugars.
Oh, it says 0 sugar.
No, not this one. That's that one.
Oh.
It has like 7 or 5 total carbs per.
Carbohydrates is 5. Total sugars is 4.
Tom, good morning, buddy. Yes. Rusty came up with this idea. So if it sucks, it's his fault.
I didn't come up with the idea because I thought it would be good. I came up with the idea because it was something different we could try, and we could.
Hey, would you pass this one?
We could display another one of Uncle Steve's shakes.
Yes. So, all right. Cheers. I'm getting like watermelon bubblicious bubblegum.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Uh,
It's not really good,
yeah.
but it's of all the stuff that we've done, this is one of the more drinkable ones. I mean,
Yeah.
we've had some that I couldn't take a second taste of, but this one I can actually finish that little bit.
You just completely missed the whole shot right there.
And
That was funny.
how did this?
Oh, it's probably in the bubble cup.
I got a metal washer in my mouth. That's a lock washer.
Yeah, it's probably from the cup. Hey, will you hand me Dad's goblet? We have nothing.
Yeah. Well,
I need a little iron in my diet.
What doesn't kill you?
I mean, that's probably stainless steel, but anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
So
the next one is Essential Amino Energy with electrolytes.
yeah, I don't know about that one either.
So this one, me and Dad would get at QT. He would get a hot coffee, and I would get an energy drink before swimming. This 100 milligrams of caffeine from natural sources, but it has 0 sugar in it. It's 5 calories, 1 carbohydrate, so it's good for my dad.
Yo, Pay, how's college life?
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
It's pretty good. The social life is very good. The studying life
It's getting there.
is don't make me grow up today.
Hey, come this way so they can get your reaction to this one.
Yeah. There's a lot of big words on that drink.
It smells like apple seltzer.
It does.
Yes, it does. I'm already not.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not looking forward to this
all
one
right.
already.
cheers.
Here we go.
Yep, tastes like Alka-Seltzer.
Yes, it does.
It tastes like an orange Alka-Seltzer. Yep, I could not do that one
Yeah,
again.
this one is not good.
I'm glad I didn't buy those. Oh, yeah.
Buy a case of those.
They're good.
Anyway, so hey, you're back home.
Yes.
So you were out last night, late.
Yes.
So anyway, tell us what you've been doing. We haven't talked to you in like months.
I am a part of LASHO, which is a Latinx student organization.
So Latin what?
Latinx
Latinx.
Appreciation Student Association.
Get in front of the camera so everybody can see your happy face.
Hey, friend.
Trumpet Master, what's up, bud?
See.
What's going on, Luis?
What does your organization have to do with Latin?
It's I'm not a huge part of it. I mean, I am, but I just go to the meetings. One of my close friends, Rena, she is Mexican American, so she's half Mexican, half American, and
Really? I didn't know what that meant. Thanks for clarifying.
and she's the secretary for the club. So it's a lot of Latinx, Mexican, Hispanic, Dominican, whoever, like.
Okay.
And
So it's kind of like Indigenous Day.
no. So anyone who's a part of the Latin community is able to kind of just feel welcome.
Okay.
Hey,
So it's just another group of friends to get together and party.
Well, we really are.
this is from Tom. It says, Dad, I guess I should tell you I flunked out of school and I'm coming back home.
Not this year.
Yeah, not now. Maybe next break.
Stay tuned.
Anyway, if you want to speak Romanian, legal, yeah, Latin is good. Absolutely. So anyway, where did you go last night? You went somewhere different than us.
Yeah. Yeah. Went to the radio.
Oh, please just keep doing that.
Honestly, wasn't great. We saw a
But
few.
you are in like north central South Carolina.
The rodeo capital of the world.
Yeah, we're not really known for our rodeoing.
Well, we've gone to the Larry's one before. It was like 3 hours. We went
Maybe
to the Black Hawk.
We might be more known for our chicken lassoing. I screwed that all up.
You did, but it's okay.
Yeah, we might be more well known for our chicken lassoing than we are rodeoing.
Yeah, but we saw a few barrel riders, and then we saw some more riders. One guy got flung off and got stepped on. That was pretty cool.
Rodeos is like watching NASCAR. You watch it for the accidents and people getting thrown off and trampled and gouged with the horns.
Yeah, one guy, I think it was only one that got 8 seconds.
Okay. Well, Rusty, what do you got? What concoction? I already put it in the title, so everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
And I've already got one comment that says this could be absolutely disgusting.
It could be.
So
I did a trial run yesterday. I brought a couple down here for him to test them, and we did make one change. What I've done is taken jalapenos, halved them, and cleaned them out, and I made a cream cheese filling with a block of cream cheese, some brown sugar, and some vanilla. My friend Wes Keenan makes his own personal vanilla that he sells, and I used some of his vanilla in this, and this made a really nice cheesecake filling. Got me a crushed pineapple topping and some graham cracker crumbs for the graham cracker crust. And
you got to look at this camera when you're talking.
That can okay.
Yeah.
This was not intended to be a delicious recipe. This was just something I came up with. It's completely different. Let's just do something. And it was another way to showcase another one of Uncle Steve's shakes, the dessert shake. So we
it is good on bagels.
It's just simple. Taking the jalapeno. Now yesterday I put the graham cracker stuff at the bottom, just like you would if you were making what?
Your phone's going off. You
It's
didn't
because
silence
I am an important person.
He's not. No, don't get on it.
I'm turning off my volume.
Damn kids and technology.
But yesterday
Can't have a conversation without the damn
at
phone.
the bottom. Pressed it down to the shape.
See, the phone's got him on jacked up. He can't have a conversation without it being on the phone.
With the pineapple. But today I'm just doing the filling in there first. Lee and I were talking. I think maybe the pepper had a little bit too much moisture, and it wasn't letting the graham cracker crust settle or set up. So today we're just doing the filling in the center, then the pineapple, and then sprinkling the graham crackers on top. See if that makes any difference.
Good morning, Stephen.
And sprinkling some Uncle Steve's dessert shake to top it off to meet the number one criteria for this entire thing.
Yep.
And I figured if Lee could come up with chili cheese dog stuffed jalapeno, I could come up with something crazy too. So I just figured, what the heck, let's try this. Tasted them yesterday, they weren't that bad. I mean, it wasn't great, but again, it was just something to do to showcase another shake and just try something different.
Tom said Rusty needs to know when he gets likes on his TikTok videos. I'm going to guess, Tom, that Rusty doesn't even remember the login for his TikTok.
And you are right.
So he doesn't even know that he has TikTok anymore.
I think I've only made 2 videos. And
I only have one public.
I couldn't get into it again. And if I open it up on my phone and the password is saved, I'm good. If I got to remember it, I'm going to have to go through the forgot password stuff and set it all up again because I have no idea.
Well, evidently Tom liked your video, so whichever one. Grilling Dude says it's a cool idea, Rusty.
Yeah. Well, we shall see.
So
the first batch we've already made up, and I got those on the cooker right now, so they can be cooking during the process of making this. So through the magic of YouTube TV.
Oh, so Paige's looking at us like, what? Like she hasn't been paying attention at all this month.
But we can pull those off whenever this batch goes on.
Yeah.
So we have a display ready to go and taste test.
See, Paige, with these, they take about an hour to cook. So we have to get up earlier to get the cooker started. And then actual prep work, which Rusty's realized that it takes us a lot to do.
Mm-hmm.
Than just showing up and firing up the live. I know you don't understand that. You show it 2 minutes after.
The getting up early part is key.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I was going to, right? I had my alarm set, didn't go off.
I know,
right?
we heard it.
Oh, I heard Nolan. I heard Nolan's at 7:00 this morning.
Yeah.
Mine was at 7:30.
But anyway, so where are you at in the process right now?
Okay, right now.
Because in about 15 minutes or so, the ones that are on there should be ready to come off.
All right. Well, with my lovely assistant, please pass over the cast iron pan. What we are using for this is the cornbread skillet. Just because there's 7 peppers, There's 7 slots. It holds them perfectly, and it's very easy for transport, and it looks pretty good for presentation.
And I'm a cast iron nut.
So, would you like to help?
Sure.
Then why don't you go ahead and glove up?
Tom, the Harbor Freights are looking good. Thanks, Tom. I'm pretty stoked with them. I think they're up a little too high. Like there's some dimmable, so I can dim it down a little bit. But I'll mess with that later. I don't want to get in the way of our show, our entertainers. Did the cook in Latin Cub would understand? Oh, maybe if Rusty did the cook in Latin, Cub would understand.
Yo necesito dos montones jalapeno.
Where the holy F did that come from?
Yo estudio español 3 años en mi escuela.
Somehow I think he just called us a go-ahead.
But I'll go ahead and make the first one so you can see, and then you just take over.
This is for Cub. I can't pronounce it.
No.
Murci Cub Haka Lingerie Protest? Podest? Dude, Tom, I am terrible.
I don't know.
I don't speak Spanish, y'all.
We may have to translate that one, Tom, because I completely
I'm
checked it
translating
out.
it right now.
So just taking the pepper, put the cheesecake filling on the inside.
Leave that up there.
Okay. Monsieur Cub Hawk Lingerie Protest. I don't know. Podest. Lingerie Podest.
A little bit of.
Oh, no, that's not. Man, my dyslexia is really jacked today.
It's really bad.
Then Vita Vici? What? Dude, we're
No,
not.
wait, don't put it
Just
on
press
there.
it down so that it's nice and firm and doesn't spill.
Dude, are we talking wine here? Vino?
I wonder if Cub can read this. That's what
And
that
after we get this
says.
done, we're gonna take the.
Tom literally just asked, I wonder if Cub could read this.
No.
That's what he asked in whatever Latin.
It was Latin dialect.
How in the world?
This is what it sounds like. And it says, and it means, I wonder if Cub can read this.
Then you're going to slide over to the. There you go. Now you're in.
You're on something.
Now let's see what that one says.
E2 Brute. You know, is Brute, that used to be a cologne.
And, yep, my brother used to wear that stuff. I thought it stunk.
I came, I saw, I conquered. You got us a good one there, Tom. What does this do? Picture in a picture. Let's see. It doesn't let me do
That's
it.
not what you wrote down.
Ooh, there we go. There's a close up.
E2 Brute means and you Brutus.
Okay.
I like Brutus. I like watching him beat up Popeye.
Oh, I thought you was talking about the Buckeyes.
I did too. I was like, look at you.
Which,
What is Brutus Buckeyes?
oh my goodness,
You know the guy with the
we
big
go
head
through
that
this
runs around?
every football season.
The mascot of
Oh,
Ohio
mascot.
State.
Okay.
I tell you, we go through this every football season. I was a teen myself. You were a dark noir. Is that like?
A cologne, maybe. Dad. You were
Oh,
talking about cologne.
yeah.
I was a Dracar guy growing up. Especially in high school, Dracar and Polo.
I think I still have that.
You do.
Now, Cub can go back to Latin Club and impress like no other.
When I say Latin, it's Spanish.
Yeah, that's what threw me off at first. Whenever you're talking about Latin, I was thinking No, actually, Latin classes and stuff we had to take in high school. We had to take Latin for 1 year.
No.
I wasn't thinking of Latin America.
Okay.
Well, and I know is
So-
required.
So, Cub, how was your week?
Was that hair bothering you?
A little bit. But anyway, how was your week?
Fine, same old.
So you did something for us this week. So Pay got home Friday night. Cub actually went up to the 3.5 hour ride up to go pick her up, and then brought her. You went back to work, took her with you, and then came home. So she saved Mom and I about an 8-hour trip, so round trip. So that was wonderful.
Great daughter.
Good job. Thank you.
Saved you from a nice walk.
So
Yeah.
we got paid back, and I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't know either.
You were just
But Mom and I actually worked outside in the backyard for a little bit, so that was pretty cool. I'll put that in a video, and then we went to the auction. Wasn't too exciting last night, was it?
no, it wasn't.
There was 3 sellers, and
That one guy finally decided that he was not in the place to get full retail for his stuff, and he let everything go.
yeah, this one guy. I mean, he seems like a nice dude, but he bought a Walmart return pallet, and he was there a few weeks ago and was trying to get like eBay prices, and at our little auction, you're not getting
Yeah,
that.
it's not the right crowd for that.
That's what I was thinking. Latino, Latina, Latinx. I don't know what all that is, but
Yeah.
anyway. Zip it, Ohio boy. Yeah, Charlie, you were a Ohio boy too, right? So anyway, we made out pretty decently. Didn't get a whole lot at the auction.
I did get some carrot cakes though.
Yeah, Rusty got a bunch of junk.
I didn't get a bunch.
Well, more junk food than what I got. I didn't get any snack cakes. Trying to be good because we went to the that was what, last week. We went to the the endocrinologist, and that appointment went pretty well. A1C was high. It was only like an 8.1, but it's higher than what it was, and I want to get that fixed, and so we upped the medicine. We upped the thyroid medicine, and all that's been going good. So far, I've actually seen blood sugars semi-normal. I was at like a 130, 129, 155. So, good morning, James. Born in Athens, home of who knows, the 69 baby. Well. Home of Ohio University. Yep. So, dude, I was watching the replay of your live. I seen you went for 3 hours. Jeez and Pete.
Yeah, that was the video.
That's a marathon.
But
So
the queso looked delicious.
yeah, the queso looked amazing.
Okay, now because there's not very much of this left, and you know my vision, I think it'd be much better for
I
you
got it.
to apply this than myself.
But anyway, Mom and I was working outside, and even in the dark, we did most of our work in the dark. But when we came in, and shortly after we got cleaned up, Faye came home, so we were just kind of hanging out with her. So, but anyway, looked like we had a good turnout. Show moved very well. Oh, you need me to
figure out how to show this.
slide this over.
Slightly tilted.
Yeah, don't drop it.
Yeah, really. But there they are, all done. And
the kiss was very good, but man, 3 bites and I was so I can imagine.
the dessert shake.
Yep.
Meeting the #1 criteria for the Popper Challenge. And these will be ready to go on momentarily whenever we bring the other ones off.
Yep, and they should be about ready in a few minutes. So, Terry, what's going on, buddy? So where were we? Talking about Dude's Live, that's right. So I was talking about, I was trying to figure out the boom mic situation, and I don't think the mic that I have will work for what we were talking about. But anyway, what do you think, Faye? You're going to be in communications, and maybe you could help me out. Because our one person who was going to help me out left. So what do you think?
About Zoom?
Yeah, so I need to figure out the mic situation to kind of get so it'll pick up here and over there without having a headset and, well, maybe a headset and a mic.
A boom could work, but it might track everything else as well.
That one of those with the cat things on, what do they call that?
Boom.
The thing on the front?
The mic.
The mic.
And my thought was we have to find a way to consolidate both cameras to the PC, having a camera on the PC and then your phone camera. The boom mic is only going to work on one or the other. It's not going to be able to get both of them. So I'm thinking if maybe like we were talking about, if the paid version of StreamYard, you can have multiple cameras on the PC, and we could eliminate the phone or just get a cable and plug the phone directly by USB cable into the PC. So we have both of them in the PC, run it through a mixing board, and have the mic connected to the mixing board.
The one guy that I watch, Mojo, he runs multiple cameras, but he has to change on the screen which one he's going to.
I haven't been to that part of communications, so I don't really know.
Okay. So anyway, that's going to be probably, that could be the next thing on the Bear Cave agenda.
For the upgrade list?
Yep. Because I got lights. They seem to be working pretty well. Okay, on the I think it's on the left side of each light. On my left, there's a switch. It slides. Okay, go the other way. Keep going. There should be 3 settings. Okay, not that one, not that one, that one. Okay. So that doesn't really help much. Okay. Well, anyway, that's what we were looking at. Beef stew made last. Oh, beef stew sounds good. Yeah, dude, it was good seeing Chris. I ain't seen Chris in forever. It's been a while. He hopped in that one live a while back. But so Rusty, tell us about what you got going on. How was your week? What you got going on this coming week?
Well, the week is pretty slow. We in my job, we just lost a client. One of our grocery stores. We used to do all the computer stuff was Lowe's Foods, and they just decided to go. They got a bunch of upgrades, new self checkouts and things, and because of that, the company they got them from, Toshiba, they got like a 1-year warranty with it. So, and we're not allowed to touch the equipment if we do, it voids the warranty. So they had to let us go for a year because all their new equipment is covered by them for the warranty. So that let us, man, I think we had, just here in my area, I think we have like 27 of those. So that's going to eliminate a lot of call count. But this week coming up, we got a major project for 7-Eleven. Because of, usually we would send these tickets to third-party vendors because we were so busy with the stuff that we had going on. Because we lost that store count, now we're doing projects for 7-Eleven, and we're going around putting self-checkouts in 7-Eleven. Now, there's no weighted produce or any products at all for a 7-Eleven, so they don't need a scale. So we're going to be setting up iPad touchscreens for the register, a printer, a credit card machine, and a barcode scanner. And we're putting those on the counter at 7-Eleven. So you come up, you want to pick you up a bag of chips or a pack of gum or whatever, you just walk up to the iPad, scan it, touch your buttons, and go. So that's what we're doing. I got 11 of those I got to install this week. But that's the only thing we got going on. It's just been a slow week and just trying to find something to do.
So what all has that got to do with Uncle Steve Shake?
That just
I'm kidding.
that provides me income so I can buy more shake.
I'm kidding. So, Chris usually pops in on Rick's lives. Uncle Pickles.
Dad, please show them the thing that's beside you that you bought at the auction.
Oh
last time.
yeah. So, I almost
I
forgot.
was wondering what that was.
I almost forgot.
Oh, hold on. He has to stage for the picture
Yeah, I have
that
to
he
get
sent me last night.
I have to get set up, right?
Please don't drop it.
Oh, I know, right?
Pop, just leave it there. You're gonna drop it.
No. He has to do it for his picture.
Oh my god.
Because Cub's gonna get a picture.
I am going to get a picture of this.
Oh, by all means.
Hi, friends. We got to get it in a portrait mode. Oh.
How do you like that?
Go back that way. Turn that way. No, the other way.
It should smell good.
Oh yeah.
So, at the auction, I got this WWE Championship belt, and my sister-in-law sent me a picture of the kid with no shirt and his belt, and it says, "When I pull stuff off the smoker." Yeah.
This is the picture he is
This is
referring to.
Yeah.
That's me.
There's the top. Oh, wait. Is it going to work?
So that was a wonderful auction find for $5.
This was him trying to do it last night.
Yeah. So yeah, that.
But no, I'm sitting and I'm doing work for my one job, and I get 3 text messages from Dad at 10:34. I'm like, what's going on? Dad never really texts me unless it's a meme. And I look and I'm like, okay.
So we got an amazing story to tell y'all, but go ask Mom to come out and tell us.
Oh.
So my wife was telling me the story
Hey, Mom.
about, and it's all barbecue related. I'll wait till she gets out here because it was kind of like, it makes you go,
Mom said she'll be here in a minute. Ooh,
okay, so
sorry.
that means she'll be here after the show. So anyway.
Oh, this weekend I did have my 35-year high school reunion. So our
35 years.
35 years. But I went to Rock Hill High School, graduated 1988, and I've been on the reunion planning committee ever since we graduated. I've planned every one of our reunions. And as with most reunions, the more and more you have, the fewer and fewer people are showing up. And we had a planning to go to the Friday night football game. It was Rock Hill High's homecoming game. Well, due to the possibility of rain, they moved it to Thursday night, but they did that on Wednesday. So all of our planning, all of our classmates that were coming up from Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, took Friday off of work so that they could drive up here after they got off work on Thursday, have a hotel or whatever, and have a place to go or a place to stay for the football game Friday night, and then our festivities on Saturday. Well, because they moved it, we had a total of 8 people show up on Thursday night for the football game, and it was to no fault of theirs, but they could not get out of work, and so it was a very dismal showing. And then after the game Friday night or Thursday night, we met at a place called Friendly Billiards for food and drinks. And then Friday, whenever people had already planned to come up, because we had no football game, we just went out and met at the restaurant and stuff, and got to hang out together then. But it was it was good to see some people, and now we're all in our 50s now. I was really shocked at how many people I could not recognize, but I think I was more shocked at how many people still recognize me, though I'm bald on the top and got all this beard now. But there was a few people that's like, I know you, I recognize your face, but like, who are you again? And I told them, as soon as I told them, their eyes got really big. Wow, that's you, But it was good to see everyone. And our class president, her name was Audra. She was trying to talk everybody in our next one for our 40 year. She wants everybody to go on a class of 88 cruise. And I just don't see how that's going to happen financially. But that's what her idea is for our next reunion.
Well, if there's only 8 people left out of the class of 88, y'all could have fit on a pontoon boat and went on the lake.
Yeah, we had 8 people show up Thursday. We had about 35 people show up Friday night.
Oh, okay.
But the only reason we only had 8 show up on Thursday is because of the schedule changing for the football game.
Okay.
I don't think I would ever want to go to a high school reunion.
I'll go to my high school reunion.
My dad and I were talking, and my high school, small, and it was not a great time for me personally. Morning, Scotty. And anyway, my brother was 4 years younger than me, and I think I went to one high school basketball game after I graduated. I went to one basketball game to watch my cousin and my brother play, and the graduation. And I don't know that I went any other time after that. But anyway, so, my dear.
Yes.
You have to come over this way so everybody can hear you. You don't have, the cameras are all over there.
Okay.
They can't see you. Okay.
What, baby?
Tell us your story.
So,
The one you heard this morning.
well, my sister and my brother-in-law officially said that you have spoiled them. A week or two ago, they went to a restaurant and they got pulled pork and ribs and stuff. And my brother-in-law, who is super picky about a lot of things, said, yeah, it's all right, but it's not Lee's. It's not as good. And we're just spoiled. So then you fast forward to yesterday. They were somewhere and they've had 2 other different people's barbecues since they've had yours the last time. And the one they said it was really good, seasoned, but it was a little fattier. The other one they said it was really fatty and had no seasoning. Like, my brother-in-law took a bite. He said, that's it. I'm spoiled. It's not Lee's. I'm not eating it. I'm done. But they couldn't tell initially if it was pork or brisket. The color looked like brisket, but they said it was pork. So they were like, we're a little iffy anyway. But then they didn't like it.
See, Dad, this is why you ruin all of us. Because we can't go to any barbecue joint and have a good time.
I had brisket at Sweet Caroline's last night, and it was actually pretty good.
Yep,
We
Sweet
liked
Caroline's
it.
is good. There's a couple good spots around here. But when you go to when somebody makes you barbecue and you can't tell if it's pork or brisket,
By sight, they couldn't tell.
and it has absolutely no flavor,
But it was greasy.
and yeah, so that tells you it was either cooked in a crock pot or
Did you tell
an
them
easy bake oven.
your pork story? That you asked for pork?
Oh, yeah. I come home, right? And I'm like, I'm so excited. I told my roommate I'm going to have pulled pork. I'm going to come back and I'm going to have meat in the freezer, It's going to be great. I can finally add meat to my noodles so it's not just mayonnaise and cheese. But
Mayonnaise.
I'll get to that in a second. I'll get to that in a second. And so then I come home and I'm like, oh, like I kind of want to raid the freezer for some meat, like frozen, like pulled meat. And Pop goes, Sama. And I said, the pulled pork. I know we have pulled pork in the freezer because we never run out of pulled pork. We don't have any. We don't have any pulled meat of any sort.
Yep. Why do I not have any?
Well, you had to take it up.
So it is
But
what I had left over
I understand.
is in my sister-in-law's freezer.
Well, she told her today she has one pack left. She'll be happy to send it to her.
So I'm gonna have to either run down and raid Rusty's freezer, or
I've got
go down to the
several
store,
1 and 2 pound bags vacuum sealed in my freezer.
or I just get butts and I cook it.
I can raise your freezer.
Well, can we
Peyton has
have
no shame.
Where
pork
you going back?
schnitzels tonight?
Next Sunday.
I have to thaw them out. So yeah.
Well, you got to come up to the house to visit
I'll go get
Mama
them.
T before you go back. When you come over, I'll give you a couple packs.
Sounds great.
So I just got to get a couple of butts and
Think how good that
cook
sounds.
those up. And
Oh my God. So
with jerky every month. Hey, that's a good idea.
the main.
I haven't done
mayonnaise
any
and
jerky
cheese,
in a while.
I need to have an explanation. So
Okay, yes. Is it Duke's?
okay,
Shit, kid, we're done. That's it.
Pop. I'm
You're
a
getting-
call it whatever's in the mayonnaise packet.
You're getting written out of the will
Oh,
Baby,
over Duke's.
You don't even write
over
your will.
this ma-
there is no will.
Well,
Here it is. Pick your poison, whatever you like.
No,
Put
because
your
I
names
was
on it.
making ramen one night, and I was like, okay, I wanted something sweet, so I added duck sauce. Wasn't enough. I kind of wanted something like mac and cheese, whatever. So then I talked to my roommate Casey, love her. And I was like, you think mayo would be good because like you can add it and make it like butter on like grilled cheese, And so I add a pack of mayo in there and I mix it up. Not great. So I add some tahini, I add some Lucky Shake, I add some thick meat.
that's where my Lucky Shake went.
Yeah. And I add cheese, and it was like a mac and cheese. It's a dorm room mac and cheese.
I don't ever want to hear you judge what I be eating, what my combinations, because that is nasty.
Yeah, that's kind of
Ranch and soy sauce on ramen.
well.
It's
That's pretty
good.
bad too.
No.
It's good.
Mayo is egg whites. Whipped egg whites. That's all it is.
With oil.
Oh, well.
Okay, Dad, I know, but I've made my point. It's up to you to see it.
Oh, I don't.
No, not until you try it. I've tried your stuff.
Then you spit it right
So,
out.
Pay, what happens if you whip egg whites?
Okay, Pop. I
Stiff pigs.
yeah.
What do you put it on?
Okay,
Whipped
cake,
egg, right? Okay.
but
Pies, maybe.
it's other stuff in the egg whites, but
Okay, so she's not taking culinary classes.
we don't have any.
I've thought about that.
But
Yeah, so have I.
I've thought about taking
So am I.
culinary classes,
Ooh,
but I was just like,
big mistake. I peeled jalapenos and cleaned them out. I just rubbed my eye. Oh, God.
And you're doing it again.
I must not have washed my hands good enough.
And you're doing it again.
I'm using the palm of my hand now.
And what's funny
Oh,
is Tom was wanting to say, hey, Russ, you got something on your face
Oh,
last
God.
week when you were cleaning peppers to see if you... So, Tom, your wish came true.
Oh, man. Whew. Good morning.
And that's,
I wake you up.
Yes, sir.
and that's I'm not going to say it. But anyway. So, yeah, the wife story, that was pretty funny. She told me that this morning, and it was one of those that you hear a lot. You start talking barbecue with somebody, and it's always great, right? We love talking barbecue. And then when they're like, what do you cook on? And I'm like, oh, I made my own drum, this and that. Or, cook on, we've done your offset and whatnot or
Right.
whatever. And they're like, yeah, I've got a pellet grill.
I know.
Oh, what? And they're talking about all this great stuff they're cooking. There's a time and a place for a pellet grill. I'm not saying anything bad about it. But if that is your standard of excellence, you know, it's kind of like, and then, I don't know. I was just like, oh, so there's room for improvement. Okay.
I've got a pit boss, and I mean, I use mine, quite often. Mainly, it's just because of the ease of use. I can walk out there, turn a dial, push a button, and come back and just check it.
Yep.
It's whenever I'm cooking, say, like I only want to do like 2 or 3 racks of ribs, and that's it. It's so much easier to stick it in my pit boss, push the button, and let it go. But now, if I'm cooking a bunch of like pulled pork, I have yet to cook a butt inside the pit boss. I do all my butts on my drum. I have yet to do a brisket on my pit boss. I do all my briskets on my drum.
Yep.
There's an incredibly different and better taste from the drum than there is the pit boss. The pellet tube is a necessity when you're using a pellet cooker. I mean, the smoke is just not there. But for something just quick and easy, I use my pit boss quite often.
Yep. Scotty says it right there. I use a pellet grill on my channel because it gets the views. Other than that, he's a charcoal guy, charcoal wood. Yep, I completely agree with that. I think, I mean, if there was a company that would send me one, I would definitely try it out and use it. I could see the ease of use, going out, starting it, and going. It's what most people. It's the gateway drug. Is what I would call that. Kind of like how the gas grill, kind of gateway. But what?
Payne said I love drugs. It's a joke.
It's a joke.
It's a TikTok. Anyways, to change the subject, I have good news.
Okay.
Are you ready for my good news, Dad?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I've been working on getting my RBC certification.
A what now?
RBC certification.
Okay.
Okay. So the lady that I'm gonna start out working with, she is actually coming with me on my first visit thing as an RBT this week.
Nice. And I'm sure Tamara's already told you whenever you're taking your classes and stuff, they should be happy to help you out and get you through all that.
We texted about it.
She's taking her master's now to move up to whatever the next 3-letter alphabet is.
It's either ABA or it's BCAB.
I think it's the BCAB.
BCAB.
So Tom says he can.
So when she does that, and if it is the BCAB, then it's like she's up here and I'm done.
Right.
So she would be above me.
Yeah, Tom, use them for.
He
says I can see using them for comps. You're under a time crunch. For home though, he's putting in the love and the time to make it right.
I'm really surprised at how many pellet cookers there are in the comps when we go out there.
I'm not, because people like to sleep.
Me, I like to sleep.
Like, it is easy, set it, forget it. And the one thing that I heard, and Scotty's talked about this, and a lot of them that had the Weber smoke fire talked about it, was, and the couple guys that I talked to recently, the big disadvantage or con, whatever you want to call it, negative, was the pellets getting hung up. That was the big thing, where the pellets get hung up in the auger and then you lose temp.
Yeah, it's weird to have it happen though. I mean, in 6 years now, I've had mine, 6 or 7 years. I've never once had my auger get jammed.
Yep.
Never had it get hung up in anything. I do keep a cover on mine all the time. Moisture never gets in my hopper. I never have pellets, just disintegrate and harden inside the auger. But for somebody in a comp who's using it constantly, I mean, I don't understand how it can get hung up.
Because it's the size of the pellet. Because not all pellets are created equal.
No, and they come out multiple sizes, but that auger is plenty strong enough to break any pellet. So I mean, I've heard that too. I just find out, just from my experience, it's like, how does your auger get hung up? Yep. I mean, if a pellet comes out, I've had pellets that should have 2 inches long. Most of them are about a 1 inch, 1.5 inch size.
We're talking about smoking pellets, right? They're rusty.
but the auger,
keep it PG here.
The auger will snap those in half, like breaking a spaghetti noodle. I mean, very simple.
I don't. That's what, like, the one guy I was talking with. He said that he had ran to the store and got an alarm that his temperature had dropped, and he's like, "What in the world?" It dropped 100 degrees, and he had to go back in and hurry home to try to save the cook.
Right.
So I don't know. I've yet to use one, but if somebody's listening, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, Dad, can you help me put up shelves today?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing yet today.
Okay.
But
where do you have your shelves hidden?
I don't have them hidden. I don't have them up. I just need like pieces of wood.
So you don't need your dad to help you put up shelves. You need your dad to make shelves.
No, I just need him to help me screw the wood into the wall.
Make them. Find the L brackets.
Right.
Get more L brackets.
Find the studs. Get the screws.
Oh, it's a whole process. I have to take a name on like.
No.
Oh no.
Oh.
It's not like hanging a picture.
Nope.
Oopsies.
So I was thinking last night while I was
not sleeping.
Yeah, trying to sleep but not sleeping.
These birds are fighting outside.
So the wife was trying to put some seasoning away in the cupboard, and all my Uncle Steve shakes out here. But my cupboards are slap full of stuff.
Yep.
And I was thinking, everybody finds their one company that they back, and they, whether it's Meat Church or Uncle Steve's or Killer Hogs, I mean, you get all of them, right? And you back them. There's been two that I really have supported. Like, I'll repost pictures or I'll use their stuff on and post across the board. I'm sure you guys are all like that too. Well, Paige might not be, but I'm sure you're like that.
Yep. Most of my stuff is either Uncle Steve's or Meat Church.
Yep.
I mean, Meat Church fajita seasoning is the best fajita seasoning I found. I mean, like you said, certain things that you like, you use.
Yep.
You support them. You show your pictures and stuff. And,
yep.
And you just support them.
And
I like
it's
Uncle
not
Steve's, and I like mine, the bear.
The bear rub. Yep. So, like, I was thinking when I first started barbecuing, I got met up with a guy who was starting his seasoning business, and it was called Southern Links Barbecue.
Gary.
Yep.
Gary.
Yep. And we got to talking and became friends. And he since sold his business, sold his whole catering business and all that. But I was thinking about that.
Did he do that to be more with his wife and his kids?
Yep, because the catering and restaurant life was, he eventually got into brick and mortar, and it was just actually killing him, literally. The time and the stress, it was too much. And to be with his wife and daughter, it was, he let it all go. But anyway, I was thinking about him, and one of his seasonings was a steak and brisket, and I absolutely loved it. I put it on everything. I kept it in a grinder on the table, a pepper grinder. And, I would repost his stuff, and it comes up on my Facebook timeline. And I started thinking, it was like all the stuff that I've got in the cupboard. How much?
The ones that we started out with.
Yeah, how much of it are you as a cook yourself, like how many I don't know. I don't know how to word it, but I looked at it and I was like, okay, well, between Kerry, when he sold his stuff, and then I had to find a new company, a new rub line. Now there's one company that Amanda uses with Hungry Heroes,
Right.
and I've tried a couple of theirs, and they're good. They're okay. I've tried a couple local guys. Okay.
I think I got you one like Arctic Fox.
Yep. So there's a
or something.
there's a fella
Something wolf.
in a town just south of us. So I got his line, and it's okay.
It was at a flea market, and I thought Dad would like this.
It was a farmer's market.
Farmer's market.
But so I got his stuff, and it's okay. But it just got me thinking last night. I was like, Uncle Steve's came in when I didn't have loyalty to a seasoning. That makes sense.
I don't think anybody would think of it like that, but yes.
Well, like if I was going to wear another company's hat that's not Southern Links, which I still have 2 hats of his. I really do wear a lot. But, I wouldn't wear a hardcore carnivore, even though we really like the hardcore carnivore black. I don't know. I don't wear, I got a meat church hat on, but that's because I like the logo, not the more so than the seasoning. I mean, he's got a couple of them that I like, but.
And I also feel bad because you can't see what all seasonings you have in there, and you don't take inventory.
Yeah.
So what he likes to do sometimes is not look in the thing for the seasoning and say, oh, I don't see it here, we don't have it, and go get a new one. Like he did with tiger sauce, liquid smoke, and we had like 3 bottles of them.
Yeah.
I've got the same problem in my house.
That weren't even open. And I feel bad that he can't see everything, but we don't know where to put it.
Yeah, like I know I've got, was it Loot and Booty? I got a couple of his and I've never even used. I got one of his I've never used. And I've got one the black one that is just lacking. So I need to find something to doctor it up. But I don't know. It was just a random 3 a.m. thought. The what are you brand loyal to as far as barbecue seasonings?
And I've never thought of it that way. I've never thought of loyalty to a brand. I 53 years old. I'm not loyal to a shoe brand, a clothing brand.
I'm loyal to Walmart clothing.
To me, that's just never been a thing. Yes, I like Uncle Steve's shake. I really do. Would I say I'm loyal to it? I wouldn't call my feeling towards the shake just because I like it. I wouldn't call that loyalty. I just, like you talking about wearing a hat and shirt or hats or whatever. If I wore a hat, it's because I got one, whenever I bought the stuff or something like that.
But you're loyal to the Panthers because you wear and support their stuff. See, that's where I'm kind of looking at was kind of if you were to spend money on something to promote like the Panthers, you're loyal to the Panthers. You support them.
Yeah, that's my favorite team.
Yeah, so it's kind of the same kind of thing, I guess, is what the random thought that I had was just, like some people I am straight B&B charcoal, that's it. Or I'm straight Pit Boss pellets.
Right.
Or, a certain company. So the question, I guess, is what is your I just lost it. Yeah. I guess what's your loyalty towards or in the barbecue thing,
right?
Like in the genre, like if Blackstone puts out a new one, you're gonna go get a new Blackstone, right? Like they came out with the 3 different colors in the 22-inch. You know, there was people that ran out and got the new color, kind of like the iPhone. Everybody goes out and gets the latest, greatest iPhone. Does it make sense? Or am I just rambling and
No, it makes
talking
sense.
circles?
I think for it to relate to some people, that's that some people. Not all people are gonna think that way or be able to decide what they're quote unquote loyal to.
Right. And like pellets, I'm not loyal to any pellet brand. I'll go to the store and I'm looking for hickory pellets. I'll go down the line and my mentality,
Whatever's
the cheapest one. Here's a 20-pound bag. It's 40-pound bag. It's $14. This 40-pound bag is $22. I'm not going to buy the $22 one. I'm going to get the $14 one. I mean,
and that's why it comes
I'm not brand
down to.
driven. I'm more cost driven.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially with everything being raised.
And the charcoal. I'm not going to go buy a 20-pound bag of B&B for $19 whenever I can get a 20-pound bag, a 2-pack 20-pound bag of Kingsford for right now Sam's Club is $21. So I mean I'm more cost driven than I am brand driven.
Okay.
I have now the meat church seasoning. I probably have 8 or 10 of those in the house. You know, my big cabinet right there in the dining room. Whenever I got that, all of my hidden stuff in the cabinets, I had a place to put everything and I could see everything. And my wife was so happy. But since then, that cabinet's full and her cabinets are full again.
So since I am rambling and talking circles, thanks, dude. What is the one seasoning that when you're almost out, you have to refill?
My fajita seasoning. I just made chicken fajitas 2 days ago, and I've noticed I'm down to like half an inch left in the bottle. I've got to get me some more of that. My cheesesteak seasoning that I use, which is a Blackstone product. I just love that seasoning, and I have to use that. And then just regular spices. I've got to keep chili powder. I've got to keep my cayenne powder. Got to keep garlic salt. But I got so many other spices that I'm constantly mixing around and playing with. Like I'm gonna do 2 racks of ribs today, and I have no idea what I'm gonna put on there. My favorite rub for the racks of ribs is the McCormick's something bacon in it. I can't remember the name of it now. But see,
Maple bacon. Anyway,
applewood bacon. The applewood bacon is my favorite one for the ribs. I'm out of it. Cannot find it anymore. Used to go to Sam's Club and I would get a great big jar of it it's like $10. They no longer carry it. So I'm sitting there constantly mixing stuff together, seeing what else I can make. But again, as far as brands, I'm not really loyal to any brand. I'll try anything.
Okay.
SPG.
Yep, SPG. Steve's got a new SPG I got to get. But anyway, I was just a random question, because I used to know a guy who he would get a football jersey, but it wouldn't have any team on it. He would wear ball caps, but they wouldn't have any team logo or any kind of company on it. It would just be a plain hat. And somebody asked him about it, and he said, I'm not supporting anybody. They're not supporting me. I'm not supporting them. And it kind of, it was one of those comments that just kind of you stick with. And then as you're doing this kind of stuff, where you're using, we're using certain things and different things. And, some people are very loyal to Pit Boss or very loyal to Blackstone.
Right.
Or
Blackstone. I mean, I've got my 36-inch Blackstone. I love it. I cook on it all the time.
Right.
Do I buy a Blackstone spatula, a Blackstone cutting board, a
Yes.
Blackstone squirt bottle? No, I don't.
See, and that's I guess that's kind of where I'm roundabout with the left turn going to.
Yeah.
You know what random thought I had at 3 in the morning, Dad? I'm gonna tell you anyway. Airplanes, right? How are they able? And I love airplanes. I love seeing them, watching them, whatever. How are they able to stay that high in the air with people that's gonna make it more heavy? How are they able to do that?
And they have like hundreds or like thousands of gallons of gas.
But like, how is it able to drive straight and not like
aerodynamics and the thrust out of your engine.
So Tom says salt and pepper is a must. If he's out, he needs to get more. I always keep salt and pepper around.
Always.
I keep 2 kinds of salt, sometimes 4, and 2 different grinds of black pepper. I keep the black pepper I keep is a 16 mesh, so it's a little coarser, and then a regular table grind.
I get my 16 mesh from Academy.
Yep.
Because they got these big plastic bugs.
And I like that to make my SPG out of. I call it Bear Love. Well, actually, it's not even SPG. It's just salt and pepper mix. 2 parts of 16 mesh and 1 part of like kosher salt, sea salt, or Himalayan peak salt. That's something coarse.
Right. The salt, I got so much of that. I'm like, I gave you a full thing a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I got so much of that because I always keep it in stock.
Yep.
Now this is cooled down good now. It's ready for us to taste test.
So yeah, I do like that's what I like about Uncle Steve is he's a little guy, little company, doing big things. The post he put up the other day, he's a single father of 3. He's doing all this, and he gives back so much that I order from him, and I pay. I don't ask for, hey, I'm out of this. Can you just send it to me?
Right.
I order stuff, and I know he's going to put more in there because we're helping promote him, and and if he doesn't, it doesn't bother me because I'm still supporting the guy, and I like the guy, and we've talked, and that's the relationship that I have with Steve is close to, but not as in depth as what I was with Carrie.
And with my remarks, I in no way in saying I won't support Steve or I don't support him. I'm just saying this in the way that I look at it in my mind. Yeah. I don't look at it as loyalty. I look at it as
so like if you were out of sweet and spicier, like say you were just about out and you're going to use it on the next thing, and you're like, I got a cook coming up in 3 weeks. I need to order some, or I'm not doing the cook. See, so it's kind of like one of those. It's like when I do pork butts for me in the freezer, I want the comp pig shake. That's what I want.
Right.
So I'm out of that right now, so I have to order some, and to do a pork butt for me in the freezer, I would wait until I had the comp pig shake.
Right.
Because I can't. You know what I mean? It's just me. I like that flavor.
And I've got, if it gets to that point and you want to make some, I can bring mine down because I got the big cans of comp pig, cow, and chicken shake. I mean, I've got a lot of Steve stuff at the house.
Yep.
And again, I guess just in my terminology is maybe slightly different than yours, where you calling it loyalty. I just never consider that as being loyal to a brand, loyal to Steve's brand. It's like, I like it. I'm out of it. I'm gonna get them some more.
Yeah.
I never think of that as a loyalty issue or situation.
Yeah.
I'm very picky when it comes to seasonings.
Yeah, you and your mom.
Dad had when we decided we were gonna make bear rub.
Yeah.
It took so many trials because I was like, no, it's missing something. Because I don't like mine to be too hot, but I don't like mine to have like all spice but no sweetness. I like the equal balance.
Yep. So we make we haven't made that in a while. Our own rub, and we've had very, very great compliments. People love it, and it's not the Bayou Bear. It's a regular.
It's
rub.
a sweet berry rub because the Bayou Bear Dad turned into Cajun. He wanted a Cajun.
Well, anyway, we'll get into that later. So what year did 16S start appearing? I don't know, Scott. I know it became big about 4 or 5 years ago.
I'm gonna check those.
That's when it was
I'm gonna go
started becoming more. What do I say? Started showing up more as comp style. About the time Texas barbecue really started going off. Lift it all the way up. The other up.
I saw the stick there.
Anyway. So Charlie should sell seasonings called Uncle Pickle Shake. You're helping to support the prison. Oh, surprise. Tommy Spice, yeah.
Dad.
Yes.
You're here for this. Rusty, guess what?
What?
I guess brand loyalty. I guess loyalty is not the right phrase.
No, I think it is. I think that's a good way to express it.
Because I guess
I never thought of it that way.
I guess I'm looking at it like if you are like you're a Panthers fan, right? You'll buy Panthers stuff. If it has Panthers on it, you're gonna look at it, right? So I guess that's kind of where I was 6 miles ago. That's where I was trying to go. But I don't know. But
anyways.
Yeah.
I took my final yesterday, Friday, after I got home from getting paid and getting off work. And I got a 70 on, right? Total grade, I'm 92.
Awesome.
I know I can't even tell you what I even learned in that class. Because
You learn how to take a test.
No.
That's what they teach now.
I don't like, and I'm probably going to get in trouble for this, but okay. I don't like go through every step and read everything. I go to the calendar, the assignment list, pull up the assignments, read the description of the assignment, and then I do the assignment.
Yeah, dude.
It's like I don't read the textbook.
The friendship,
The
friendship that we've gotten with Uncle Steve it has been amazing, and I'll support the guy as long as he keeps putting stuff out.
What are these for?
It was just one of those random thoughts at 3 a.m, and I don't know how to relate it to what I was actually trying to say.
You ready to come over here and let's test this?
Yep. So anyway, I love Uncle Steve's. I don't think I've had one that I really don't like. I've got some I like better than others.
Yeah, the same here.
But
again, like the gator shake. Now, I'm not saying that it's nasty. It's just it has too much of a powerful citrus flavor for my liking. I'm not saying
Looks like we're still there.
Yeah, chat's still up.
Audio. Oh, sound's gone. There we go. Yeah, we had some. I don't know what the hell happened, but I
Your
think.
little dogs had the cord wrapped around their toys.
Oh.
So when she
So
was
they
playing
unhooked-
with it,
They unhooked the internet.
it wasn't unhooked. It was wind up in their toy
Yeah.
that they were chewing on.
But at least we salvaged it. So, I think the same with the new West Coast shake. I like it, but it's not my favorite. I liked it on turkey and chicken wings. But I was a big fan of thick meat, which is a heavier black pepper than the others. So he's got a flavor for everybody, and that's what's great. So, but love Uncle Steve's, and I will support him as long as we are still friends.
That's right.
All right. So let me get in here.
Hey, dude.
Hey, everybody. Let's try one of these. Cub, you wanna? Let's try one of these. Get the cheesecake. Don't get a lot of the graham cracker. Pineapple is very subtle. Well, that bite had more crunch from the graham cracker.
Mm-hmm. That was definitely the better idea, putting a graham cracker on top.
Yeah. But hey, I think it's all right.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I don't have to go out and make more of them.
I think it could have used, a little bit more. I was being very sparingly with the pineapple because I didn't want to run out.
Yeah.
But I think if I'd have put a little bit more pineapple on top of it, that would help that flavor.
Mm.
But all in all, I like it.
And as a full transparency, this batch has the original shake on it, on top. So full transparency on that. But I kind of like it though. What do y'all think? Would y'all try this?
You should.
Oh, I got the shake on that one. Mm. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, I really like the graham cracker on top of it instead of the bottom. That made a big difference.
All right. Well, we've rambled on long enough. And let's get out of here. So, y'all have a great week. And remember, there's 2 rules in cooking. Did you have fun? Did you taste good?
Rock on.
Rock on. Y'all are awesome.
Have a great week, guys.
And we're lagging.